lived here long. So many people have grown up in this diverse family. Perhaps you haven't literally grown up here like I have, but for so many huge chunks of your development, not just as an actor, but as a person, have happened right here. FMT has seen strangers become friends, friends become best friends become some sort of will they, won't they, and even some relationships that don't even want to know. So, welcome to our stage, but most importantly, welcome backstage. You never know who you might meet, and perhaps the best way to explain would be to tell a little story. It started out like any other story. Boy likes girl, girl likes boy, and it might end like some other story. Boy and girl grow old together. The difference in this story, though, is that it started right here at FMT. They met in the spring in auditions for a show. She had long brown hair and a face that kept him staring. Now, she was a nervous wreck, but he helped her calm down a little. Like little children, they were giddy when they partnered to dance. His touch was confident as they glided across the floor. Her nervousness made her step on his feet. Right there, they waited as the director scribbled notes. As they walked away, they smiled and both felt the thrill of attraction. Soon they were cast and their connection began. They stole glances throughout rehearsal and would linger long after they were done. They talked in the parking lot for hours, and he was powerfully moved by her story. He had someone to love, someone to stand up for. She had someone that was hungry for her perspective. Eventually, he wondered what they would be like together. He liked being near her, and she seemed to like it too. But their personalities were polar opposites. He knew she desired him, but she couldn't understand him. He desired her, but he couldn't understand her. Then he realized it couldn't be her. He was drawn to her, but knew they were too different for that. Her heart was wounded, and she thought he didn't love her. But that wasn't true. He did love her. Something set to work that perpetuated their connection. He wanted badly to take care of her and was angry when others failed. She tried to ignore him, but he would keep coming to mind. Despite their best efforts, they stuck together. Over time, a mostly stable friendship formed. They did not always treat each other well, but they cared. The hard times made them value each other. They enjoyed time with each other again. Eventually, they even joked at how they couldn't be together, saying they'd kill each other for sure. But deep down, and almost invisibly, he knew it was a lie. If they had no chemistry, why did they spend time together? What kept them coming back through all the frustration? Would they really kill each other? Why did she keep coming to mind? He realized he liked her. It might not make sense to him or anyone else but God, but somehow it was her. So he did the boldest thing he'd ever done and told her, having no idea what she'd say. She was so surprised she didn't know what to say. He left with God's peace in his heart, and she considered. A long night passed. But then, little by little, in both of their minds, God set to work making a miracle. That next night, when she left rehearsal, she found herself smiling, thinking about him. Even though she thought she didn't want it to be him, her heart told her yes. He was still sometimes confused, but each new day it was clearer. It came together through a flurry of messages as he made copies in Building D. The first date was in the dance studio, the first kiss across the lake. It was a hard beginning, and their differences led to conflict. He was too serious for her, she too wild for him. He was wrong, she was wrong, both pointed fingers. Iron sharpened iron with a forest fire of sparks, but they grew. They slogged through built-up resentment, pride, and bitterness. They exposed each other's weaknesses and brought light to their faults. Though it seemed harder for them than others, still God was glorified. It was as if they'd stumbled across a piece of themselves that had always been missing, a piece that seemed too different but fit to make the puzzle whole. He gave her stability and attention she always craved. She brought color and vibrancy he never thought he needed but now couldn't live without. They taught each other patience, forgiveness, kindness, humility, and joy. The conflicts and strife forged a stronger bond because they fought for each other. They learned to see each other through God's eyes, not their own. Each grew as God used their differences to form harmony. Though it sometimes seemed more like chaos, peace would rule over all. He held that peace in his heart on a rainy day in Cedar Hill not 2 weeks ago. The piece mirrored what he'd felt a year before when he shared his feelings. Shivering in his wet clothes, he asked her parents a very important question. Today, August 2nd, he would ask her the most important question of all. It's your turn.
What?
Now, I'm not going to worry about what to say here, because you've already heard everything. And I know that I'll have plenty of time to come up with stuff. I love you. And she said a lot about me. But one of the things that I call her is my principessa. But I've seen God work in her. So she shows grace, love, humility, compassion, forgiveness, like a queen. And I can't be myself without you. That's what I've learned. I need you to be me, who God wants me to be. So, you ready? Will you take me as your husband?